1. In developing training for the A2L low GWP Flammable Refrigerant safety test, which principle ensures adult learners are most engaged? A. Focusing solely on memorization of codes. E. Incorporating real-world HVAC service scenarios. C. Relying exclusively on written manuals. D. Minimizing interactive content. 2. Conducting a practice skills demonstration mid-course to adjust instruction is an example of A. Summative evaluation. B. Formative evaluation. C. Diagnostic assessment. D. Normative review. 3. Before selecting media for instruction on refrigerant handling, the curriculum designer must first A. Define learning objectives. B. Purchase instructional tools. C. Collect evaluation forms. D. Schedule assessments. 4. When trainees share their field experiences handling A2L refrigerants, this reflects A. Pedagogy. B. Andragogy. C. Content neutrality. D. Regulatory alignment. 5. Recording learner performance in refrigerant leak detection exercises fulfills A. Regulatory compliance requirements. B. Marketing strategies. C. Instructor convenience. D. Institutional reputation. 6. Which mentoring method most effectively prepares new trainers for refrigerant safety instruction? A. Observation without feedback. B. Independent study with no oversight. C. Guided teaching with constructive feedback. D. Memorizing technical codes without application. 7. Adult learners in refrigerant safety training are best motivated by A. Relevance of content to their job tasks. B. Lengthy legal readings. C. Competition with peers. D. Passive observation. 8. Excluding recent EPA updates from instruction violates ... A. Duty of professional competence. B. Learner autonomy. C. Content neutrality. D. Mentoring responsibility. 9. Group discussion on ethical handling of flammable refrigerants supports A. Reflective learning. E. Summative evaluation. C. Memorization-only outcomes. D. Test score prediction. 10. Which assessment most effectively measures application of leak detection protocols? A. Scenario-based simulation exercises. B. Written multiple-choice quizzes only. C. Attendance checks. D. Vocabulary tests. 11. When explaining complex code requirements, instructors should A. Simplify using clear examples and practical cases. B. Use only technical jargon. C. Provide printed codes without explanation. Avoid answering questions. 12. Ignoring feedback from technicians in training undermines A. Formative evaluation. B. Summative evaluation. C. Regulatory inspection. D. Normative review. 13. A mentor guiding a new trainer to avoid bias in safety scenarios demonstrates A. Ethical mentoring practice. B. Curriculum redundancy. C. Regulatory exemption. D. Test convenience. 14. Ensuring all learners have access to updated safety guidelines demonstrates A. Fairness and equity. B. Competitive exclusion. C. Convenience for instructors. D. Institutional bias. 15. Confidential storage of learner exam performance records demonstrates A. Ethical responsibility and privacy. B. Marketing potential. C. Instructor preference. D. Summative bias. 16. Delivering outdated refrigerant safety protocols violates A. Professional responsibility. B. Adult motivation. C. Curriculum neutrality. D. Mentoring practice. 17. Adults in HVAC training are primarily motivated by A. Direct application to their professional roles. B. Fear of certification failure. C. Long, technical readings. D. Passive lectures. 18. Evaluation of technicians applying safe recovery procedures in a lab is A. Outcome evaluation. E. Diagnostic evaluation. C. Process evaluation. D. Predictive evaluation. 19. Case study analysis of refrigerant release incidents supports A. Critical thinking and decision-making. E. Passive memorization. C. Vocabulary recognition. D. Lecture-based learning. 20. Reporting misconduct during safety training aligns with A. Professional integrity and compliance. B. Informal peer mentoring. C. Motivation strategy. D. Regulatory avoidance. 21. Aligning objectives with assessments in refrigerant safety ensures A. Accountability for outcomes. B. Fewer test questions. C. Instructor convenience. D. Shorter classes. 22. The most effective communication method for safety violations is A. Open, respectful dialogue with learners. E. Avoiding the topic. C. Written feedback only. D. Closed one-way instruction. 23. Regulatory compliance in refrigerant training emphasizes A. Accuracy, integrity, and transparency. B. Entertainment over content. C. Speed over safety. D. Learner exclusion. 24. Mentoring new trainers with reflective self-assessment practices ensures A. Professional growth. B. Avoidance of weaknesses. C. Assignment of administrative tasks. D. Withholding critique. 25. Including real-world refrigerant accident scenarios represents A. Problem-based learning. B. Teacher-centered lecture. C. Memorization-heavy learning. D. Abstract theory focus. 26. Excluding accessibility accommodations for learners violates A. Ethical inclusion. B. Objective alignment. C. Summative neutrality. D. Content accuracy. 27. Final certification testing at the end of training is A. Summative evaluation. B. Formative assessment. C. Diagnostic assessment. D. Predictive evaluation. 28. Ensuring curriculum relevance in refrigerant safety requires A. Updated case studies and standards. Avoiding applied practice. C. Using outdated simulations. D. Repetition of irrelevant drills. 29. Confidentiality and trust between mentor and trainer are central to A. Ethical mentoring. B. Institutional prestige. C. Content redundancy. D. Instructor authority. 30. Linking refrigerant safety skills to worker protection enhances A. Motivation for adult learners. B. Competitive exclusion. C. Institutional branding. D. Memorization focus. 31. Unbiased performance evaluation tools reflect commitment to A. Equity and fairness. E. Minimal regulation. C. Instructor convenience. D. Entertainment. 32. Ethical communication in refrigerant safety training requires A. Clear, accurate, and complete information. B. Sharing partial truths. C. Avoiding learner questions. D. Using fear tactics. 33. The best assessment for decision-making in emergencies is A. Situational judgment simulation. E. Vocabulary quiz. C. Timed memorization drill. D. Recitation of codes. 34. Providing equal opportunities for hands-on practice reflects A. Professional fairness. B. Instructor preference. C. Institutional competition. D. Administrative convenience. 35. Correcting mistakes immediately during simulations represents A. Formative assessment. B. Summative evaluation. C. Compliance audit. D. Delayed review. 36. Training retention is best supported by A. Experiential, repetitive practice. B. Passive lecture only. C. Memorization of code text. D. Avoidance of practice. 37. A mentor modeling ethical communication demonstrates A. Professional standards reinforcement. B. Restriction of creativity. C. Avoidance of compliance. D. Limitation of autonomy. 38. Sharing learner records without consent violates A. Ethical duty of confidentiality. B. Summative practice. C. Curriculum neutrality. D. Evaluation process.